Kesper Cup and not going through teams that are any slouch by any means. Afrika 2-0, 3-0 then against Damwon Gaming, and then to finish it off with the 3-0 against Gen G. Really claim anything just yet. Players now facing off against one another. Does feel like the old guard versus the new in a lot of ways. Cousin Rascal still with a lot to prove here, and how has their synergy improved since what was a disappointing Kesper Cup?
World champion, the closest was SK Telecom T1 in summer of 2015, 17-1, losing to CJ Entus over 3 games. Griffin would do very well to walk in those sort of footsteps, but there's a reason that this team is unparalleled when it comes to expectation for 2019 LCK Spring.
And remember, don't have the marksman. It's going to be an interesting choice, as the Xin Zhao is what's locked in.
The Sejuani definitely gave a long leash when it came to picks. Tarzan could have gone straight into the aggressive, or just gone for the tank versus tank beater in the Zac, for example. He goes somewhere towards the aggressive. He goes for the Xin Zhao. He wants to be there for some early priority in the lanes. Got the final assignments here.
You can see largest on your screen there, Pawn versus Chovy, the old versus the new. As we load up onto Summoner's Rift, see who can take it. That is something that would have been unheard of this time last year.
Especially a pretty risky first round duo lane for Kingzone Dragon.
Wow, we've already got a flash on the bottom side. Viper just gets destroyed. That is a level 2 advantage. I haven't seen capitalized like that for a very long time.
He's level 6, you got a level 2, baby. Vladimir can teleport back, but tail between the legs, and first advantage goes to Kingzone. We're going to watch the replay here. Vladimir is sitting, we can count it, at 500 health. Flashes in, the WQ auto does so much damage. That's a level 2 advantage pop, and watch the coaching staff here. It's just a little fist bump. That's more expected than you might expect from Acorn. Did
Acorn tell him to do that?
Did Tucson just die?
Yeah, he did.
Just want to see what happened. We saw the start of this invade, and let's watch the punishment on Tucson. Well, it's just Tarzan walking up, and turns out that Tucson was low. We know he used his flash, and he's just a dead fat boy.
He is a dead fat boy, indeed. Was waiting for that body slam. I mean, there's a chance that it could have got over that wall.
But 2 laning phase. That means that Kai'Sa should have pretty significant run of this lane.
Well, Tarzan, he wasn't actually out of that brush just then. Audaciously charges on Kaz, who's trying to get out of there. Does get the Arctic Assault, and thankfully Blast Cone still available, but now very low on health, not going to be able to...
Chovy can rekindle what was some great assassin play in the Kesper Cup final.
Well, we'll see whether Tarzan can actually just take down Rascal, and he can. That is the Halo Blades, ladies and gentlemen. Level 8, he's got a warrior enchant. You are dead, my friend.
Glacial Path's not enough of an escape there. Doesn't matter. I don't even know if he got the Aftershock.
As you can see, I believe, didn't actually poke his head out. That was a visual bug, as Griffin now know that he's down here. They're actually going for the dive. Hemoplague onto 3 members, but Viper has the pull. He'll get so much health back from this pop, as well as the teleport comes in from Sword. Turns into a train, trying to turn this one around, but Rascal has joined in this battle. Meanwhile, Rift Herald goes down, and now Kingzone are in this awful position. 5 members now underneath this turret. They need to make this one work. They take the first kill. They will get the second. Sword, the next to go down. This is a dive I wasn't expecting. It's looking beautiful. Sword to be taken. It's Rascal with the double now as Chovy. Can he finish them all off? Gets the first one. The zombie sword is still here. Dives over. Gets the double kill. Will he have another Q? Not enough energy just yet. Has to flash to get out of the way. As Deft there with very low health, has to be careful, but there's no charges left on the ult, and Chovy underneath the turret. Man, that was some crazy play on both sides.
And the kill bounties, 46 CS. It's 176 CS in 15 minutes as Akali is engaged.
Here's the engage, yeah, we've got the quickness to start this one off as Deft has to use the ult defensively to try and get out. So far, no one's died just yet, but that is not going to happen for long, as Pawn is going to be the first one to die. Chovy still chasing on through, Deft and Cuz limping away from this one. Cuz thinking about making his way back in, but nothing doing. Pawn does go down. Fantastic to grab that first kill, but then immediately throwing it away. And Chovy now trying to navigate this 1 versus 2 situation, but Gunblade there. Okay, we got the cast to come in. First ultimate comes in from Chovy. He's still excited about finding more. Has to use the second charge defensively to get out of the way. Deft had stacked up that passive around the area. Chovy wanting to try and ambush. Deft is such a juicy target. Over the wall he goes. Lehens doesn't find the first portion of this CC, but there's the Hemo Plague, and Deft already so incredibly low. No mana to speak of as Tarzan's trying to get in there. Viper over the side is the one to finish him off. The Urgot once again goes down as an afterthought, and Cuz will be the next one to fall. All the gap closes all the time, and Viper is now 3-2-0.
And oh, does the house of cards fall quickly when Deft is the one out of the fight oh so early. Nothing he can do. His whole health bar removed by Hemo Plague and friends. They didn't have anything left on the Akali, but it seems like all of the people backing up the Akali cash in on that pick. Nicely done by Griffin. They take the turret, and now the gold lead. It's already into silly season. It's already 6,000 gold.
6,000 gold. Not even 20 minutes just yet is just ludicrous.
Run, Rascal.
Yeah, you need to get out of here. Use the last of his mana to try and use that Chlorodoom, but Lehens is here. That is a very, very easy grand entrance and delivered over to the mid laner as Chovy says, no, Viper, this one's mine.
The new generation rises is my subtitle. It can have a team fight impact and can dive with all of his friends. The dive buddies are there. The trust falls have been completed by Griffin. They definitely have some of the best communication we've ever seen. Speaking of trust falls,
Lehens in possibly a little bit of trouble. Tucson has used the barrel quite nicely, but Tarzan going to grab that first kill. The double knockup from Sword as he makes his way in, and this is the type of combination play that we expect from Griffin. It's just beautiful. Pond once again trying not to die. This time he'll be okay, but the rest of his team not so much.
And this comes after that huge level 1 play, how quickly the tables are turned. Almost a 20-minute Baron, 21 minutes. Apologies to the timekeeper. Dump on the Baron. They're going to take it down, and Griffin ready to vindicate their position as runaway favorites for LCK Spring 2019.
And Viper continuing to make Vladimir look like the best bottom lane champion in the game. Not sure how you go from dying to first blood and then not having a flash for the whole laning phase, going down half the CS of a Kai'Sa, and then walking away feeling fantastic. 800 gold bounty, you know, 3, 2, and 4. Proto belt already there. This is a very scary Griffin. 3.5 minutes of Baron buff remaining for them.
King Zone, Dragon X finding Griffin in full flight. Again, a bit of an aborted takeoff at the start, but since then, things have come back to expected situation. If you look at Griffin on the 2019 patch, they will go 9-0 after being 8-0 on patch 824, which still is that 2019 patch. Watching the replay here, again, the start is fine from the side of King Zone until they notice that Deft is the one taken down in the middle of the fight. There's no backup for Deft, and then the rest of Griffin join late just to be front row to 4 kills and a Baron for Griffin.
And also, Tucson knocked away Lehens with his ultimate and knocked Sword on top of Deft, which is... You don't drop the cask into the pool, guys. That is bad news, as Tarzan going to get Pawn out of the way. The Stain is going to get him to relative safety, but is under a turret next to Chovy's safety. Pawn decides to answer with no. They are going to take that one down. Baron buff still ticking. And this went from looking like a very exciting game, with King Zone starting things so beautifully with that 2v2 kill against Viper, to that being a bit of an afterthought, and it turning into the game that most people were expecting is, we're going to continue at 3-man knockup from Lehens as Tarzan going to once again kill Deft. Rascal now in trouble, has to self-ult as Viper just wanders past him, now decides that he might kill him as Cuz is being taken care of by the rest of his team. Chovy going to secure that kill, and now they're looking to break open the base.
The gold lead is in Silly Stations. We should play the Yakety Sax 15,000 gold lead. Going to be cemented with this turret going down. Griffin are on a different level to the other members of the LCK as far as we've seen. 2-0 over Freaka, 3-0 over Damwon, 3-0 over Gen G so far on the 2019 patch, looking to make quick work of King Zone.
Yep, this Death Note once again happening. As you can see, Lehens once again bouncing around. It's another kill going over to Tarzan. This guy seems like he can do absolutely no wrong when it comes to Korean League of Legends at this stage. Tucson trying to make a play, but all he's going to do is die as the Nexus turrets fall. The Nexus soon to follow, and Griffin, their first game in the LCK for 2019 is no surprise for anyone following them, and an absolute joy to watch if you're already a Griffin fan.
Masterful performance from Griffin, and yet, do we learn anything new? Does any team watching on with their analysts learn anything new to find a way to thwart them? Maybe too bold at level 1. That was very well done by Deft and Tucson to shut down Viper. But by that time, the replay was half done. While we were still watching the replay of King Zone's best moment, Tucson had already died, and the game never came back from the side.